Just a quick reminder that fake it till you make it isn't a soft skill, and that hiring for actual skills doesn't mean you're not assessing soft skills. Fake it till you make it is some of the most dangerous advice that we are giving at this point of time. Because what you're doing is, instead of developing actual competence in a skill, you're learning how to fake that you have it. And AI is helping you sound like you know what you're talking about even when you don't. When you're told to fake it, you are asked to engage in impression management techniques, including the unwritten rules of work that I talk about in my upcoming book. When we encourage that over actual competence, we get idiots in power. And then people wonder why things don't get done. You say, but Anna, you need people who know how to engage with people, talk about their work, etc. Yes, you can still measure for the soft skills you need to do the job. You need to know what they are, be transparent about what they are, and assess for them. You can use structured interview questions to assess how someone is communicating. You can also assess your own biases. One of the unwritten rules of work is that people from working class backgrounds have a hard time shifting to individualism. They say we in interviews instead of I. You can train your staff to not immediately write that off as a weakness and to instead assess that as, oh, they might be really good at teamwork. You can also have them do group exercises and ask about their experiences of working with other people. You can measure emotional intelligence with valid assessments instead of just going with your gut feeling of if they flattered you. You can also, for especially higher up leadership that's more high stakes, you can create role-specific simulations and see how they perform. Those are more expensive. That's why you should usually do it with leadership. You can also use case study interviews as a lower cost option for lower staff, or earlier staff. My apologies. The truth is, it is a skill to know how to handle people, work with them, and do all of that outside labor that's not just your job tasks. But if that's what's expected, that needs to be hired for and rewarded. Otherwise, you have a bunch of kiss asses who don't know what they're doing. These tips and more will be in my upcoming book on the unwritten rules of work based on my nearly decade of research in this field. The link in the bio for a pre-release chapter. Book's with the editor right now, so should have a release date soon.